And thanks so much for staying with us here on the 4 o'clock show. May is Women's Health Month, and we're taking time to empower women to make health a priority. And we're joined by Memorial Health System OBGYN, Dr. Alisha Ware, to talk about the importance of wellness. Dr. Ware, thanks for being with us on the 4 o'clock show. It's so good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
What are some of the unique health concerns specifically for women, since that's where we're kind of turning the spotlight right now?
Well, for one thing, women are the caretakers of their family and frequently don't prioritize their own health. They take care of everyone else first. And that's a unique position for women in the family. So they really have to remember to put themselves first. And of course, we all know about mammograms and pap smears. So there are some unique health concerns and unique screening for women.
And I think you kind of cut, if you break it into kind of a demographic breakdown with younger women who, maybe 18 to 30, and then older women, more in the senior citizen class. There are a variety of concerns in each of those age groups, aren't there?
Yes. Younger women are concerned with fertility, but they need screening, they need pap smears, they need skin checks because we all spend a lot of time in the sun, and they need preventative counseling so that when they get older, they'll have fewer health problems. Weight management and the risk for heart disease starts early in life. Women, as they get into their 40s and 50s, they need screening for breast cancer through mammography. They need to continue their GYN exams. They're beginning to think about screening for osteoporosis and colon cancer. So it's a long list. And
is the medical field, are we just learning more and more? Are we seeing advances like the rest of our lives moving sort of at the speed of light? Is so much more available to women out there, let's say when you first came out of med school?
Certainly. Screening tests are getting better, a little more palatable sometimes. We're learning more about recommendations. Recommendations are changing, so it's important to interface with your healthcare provider to learn what are the most up-to-date recommendations for certain screening tests, because they change fairly often.
And what are the kind of most common conditions? You talked a little bit, everybody has to deal a little bit with battling obesity, and there's hypertension, and there are all sorts of things that people need to be watchful. What are some of your primary concerns?
Well, as an OBGYN, my primary concerns are screening people for GYN cancers, taking care of their reproductive health, helping them through the things that come along with being a woman, making sure they get screened for breast cancer, cervical cancer.
And you said at the beginning,
doing some primary care, looking for high blood pressure, diabetes, helping them recognize their risks for cardiovascular disease.
And as you said at the beginning, making sure they take the time to do that and they don't get all caught up in their busy lives to forget about themselves.
That's probably the hardest part.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Ware, thanks so much for being with us today, and we appreciate your insight on this issue.
Thank you.
We're learning